Super Idol di Charo, donate me to 10 by Chung for the.
Okay, I really wanted to talk about this. This came out, I think, yesterday. So, no, I think it was earlier today. Yeah, it was earlier today. I mean, it's 12 a.m. So, yeah. I'm tired of shit too, so bear with me. Assassin's Creed came out with a statement about the new game coming out, the one with the blood the nigga in Japan, niggas in Japan, niggas and bears type shit. Anyways, yeah, what's a nigga doing in Japan? Well, they're gonna tell us right now. So here it is. Here's a statement. I'm gonna read it out. To our esteemed Japanese community, a message from the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. First, we want to express our heartfelt thanks for all your support for the Assassin's Creed series, which now has its own history spanning almost 20 years. Over this time, we have explored various settings, time periods, and characters from an assassin during the Third Crusade to a Viking in 9th century England, and countless more. For many of our team, creating an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan has been a long cherished dream. Since the announcement of Assassin's Creed Shadows, we have received many positive reactions, but also some criticism, including for it. It's not some criticism, it's a lot of criticism, including from you, our Japanese players. We share your passion for history and deeply respect your care for the historical and cultural integrity of your rich heritage. We would like to address a few points to clarify our intentions and creative decisions. Overall authenticity efforts. We have put significant effort into ensuring an immersive and respectful representation of feudal Japan. However, our intention has never been to present any of our Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history or historical characters. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity and encourage players to explore and learn more about the historical settings we get inspired by. Assassin's Creed Shadows is first and foremost designed to be an entertaining video game that tells a compelling historical fiction set in feudal Japan. Our team extensively collaborated with external consultants, historians, researchers, and internal teams at Ubisoft Japan to inform our creative choices. Okay, let me just go back to this paragraph. I want to talk about this. Never been to present any of our games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history and or historical characters. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity, encourage players to explore, learn more about historical settings we get inspired by. Okay. No, I think this is fair. Again, they're right. Okay, I'm neutral in the situation, so calm your butt cheeks, but I might be more on their side. I mean, everyone has some good yeah. But again, this is why I'm really I guess leaning towards being on Ubisoft's side. I know, like, shocking. What the fuck? It's Ubisoft. What the fuck? The thing is, none of their games are like factual. Like, again, like they said, it's not factual. It's just, inspired by historical settings and shit. And yeah, there might be like some actual shit in there, but it's a fucking game, right? Like, it's not actual real shit. Like, I think Plato and Aristotle was in the same fucking room the last time I played Odyssey, like a month ago. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They're not supposed to be in the same place. There's a bunch of other what's it called, philosophers in that room. I mean, they did not. If I saw Immanuel Kant in that bench, oh my god, that would have been I wouldn't have been surprised. I mean, shit. But yeah, he too late. He's in like the 1800s. It's a little too far. I mean, it probably would have happened, but yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they take historical figures, they take their names, and they slap them into the game, put them wherever they see fit, and it's not really an actual representation of them. But I mean, it's just like, it's inspired. I would say it's like inspiration, so that's where I'm just like, that's one of my points with this whole debacle Like, this is a game. And none of this shit is real. You know, they got fucking magic or some shit in this game. Like, that's one of the main premises. That's one of the main, I think that's the main arc. Yeah, there's like some fucking futuristic type magic going on. I don't fucking know, but yeah. Let's continue reading. And he also consulted with historians and shit. Yeah, true. Despite these sustained efforts, we acknowledge that some elements in our promotional materials have caused concern within the Japanese community. For this, we sincerely apologize. All game footage presented so far is in development, and the game will continue evolving until launch. Based on constructive criticism we have received, we will continue our efforts until we put this game into your hands and beyond. We also want to clarify that while we have been consulting with many people throughout the development process, they are in no way responsible for the decisions that are taken by creative teams in the interest of gameplay and entertainment. Consequently, we respectfully request that any criticism not be directed at our collaborators, both internal and external. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, they're just taking whatever the fuck they say and just put it in that. They just put in that shit in a fucking blender at this point. Yeah, creative liberties and historical inspirations. What does everyone say? Oh, no, there is no title for it. While we strive for authenticity in everything we do, Assassin's Creed games are works of fiction inspired by real historical events and figures. Yep. From its inception, the series has taken creative license and incorporated fantasy elements to craft engaging and immersive experiences. The representation of Yasuke in our game is an illustration of this. They said his name. His unique and mysterious life made him an ideal candidate to tell an Assassin's Creed story with the setting of feudal Japan as a backdrop. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, in general, yeah, you know, they're taking like a black guy, you know, and I'm saying this from like other media that's been coming out lately of like Yasuke and shit. You know, a lot of people, yeah, you know, I won't say Netflix specifically. Well, no, that Netflix show was kind of ass. It was kind of bad, but I mean, they're just using, you know, Yasuke like, oh, he's a black guy, let's get a black audience, you know, in this bitch, you know, and they're just doing that. But for this game, I think this is what I said before in like other Assassin's Creed videos on this game that I said. It kind of like I don't blame them for taking Yasuke and just like, you know, making him a character, because it's actually, this is what I said. I literally said in my video, I was like, this is unique, you know, and it's actually like, this is something they can you know, exploit to make a good story out of, like make a good game out of, because he's like, there's like a lot of you know, we don't really know too much about him, low key. So that's why I'm like, you know, this can turn out really good or really bad. 50-50. There's no in between, right? Like, it's either good, really good, or like really bad game. So I mean, we will see, but that's why I'm like, this can turn out really good, because I'm just like, they can get like a good fucking storyline out of this, you know. But anyways, that's what I was saying. Let's go back to here. While Yasuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we acknowledge that this is a matter of debate and discussion. Yep, true. We have woven this carefully into our narrative, and with our other lead character, the Japanese shinobi Naoe, who is equally important in the game. Yes, the people don't acknowledge her though, because she's a woman. So yeah, they're just focusing on the black dude. Our dual protagonists provide players with different gameplay styles. We greatly value your feedback and encourage you to continue sharing your thoughts respectfully. While we understand that meeting everyone's expectations is very difficult, we sincerely hope that when Assassin's Creed Shadows launches on November 15th, players in Japan and around the world will appreciate the dedication, effort, and the passion we poured into it. So there is like some slight shade, you know, it's very PR, but there is slight shade. They mentioned Naoe, and they also mentioned some other shit back here. Like, it's just like, I was like, oh my gosh, bro. You know, it's a Chris Tyson shit. I literally just finished that video. And then we have this. I feel like people have completely forgotten the screen shows up when you start any Assassin's Creed game. These games were always historical fictions and not meant to be literal history book representations. Inspired by historical events and characters, this work of fiction was designed, developed, and produced by a multicultural team of various beliefs, sexual orientations, and gender identities. Yep. I agree with that. But again, I also understand, I guess, like the Japanese, because there's like still like a lot of people mad because again, it's like their culture, low key. You know, they see like, oh, Japanese game, but I don't think a lot of them, maybe they do understand, but I don't think they really understand. It's Assassin's Creed, right? It's gonna be not like dead ass. It's not gonna be like a whole ass storytelling, right? Like there's gonna be historical elements, there's gonna be some real elements in there, but overall it's a fucking game, right? But I do understand because you know, like it's like you're placing like a black guy in Japan. And people are going off of like accuracy and shit too, of like, you know, oh, but you know, like if he's doing like a fucking stealth mission, they know who it is. They know who it is, right? But again, it is a game, so yeah. they know who it is. I mean, there's only one person in the entire fucking you know, fucking island, you know, entirety of Japan. But anyways, yeah, but I understand if they wanted like a Japanese protagonist, but again, they have naoe, but they don't care. They don't care because she's a woman. She's a woman. But a lot of people are also looking to the game as like actually like being dead ass historical, and you know, a lot of people are like debating the samurai shit and everything. I'm just like, I mean, overall, yeah, I mean, debatable, right? Like they said in there, but also, again, like they said, it's not a real, you know, depiction. Why do people still buy Assassin's Creed games in the first place? That is true. I mean, like, the past two were pretty dog shit, I will say. People are really mad over everything these days. It's just a game at the end of the day, not so serious. Yeah, you can see like this is a very debatable topic because yeah, I agree with him, but it's also like I understand people's frustrations too. So I think overall, like the whole argument, like this whole conversation is like 50-50 low key. But at the end of the game, I mean, at the end of the game, at the end of the game, you know, if it's a good game. But at the end of the day, you know, I was gonna say, yeah, it's a good game. If it's a good game, it don't matter. It don't matter. I just want to enjoy the game. I know it's a fucking game, like, right? You got to know it's a game, right? You know. I have 1,000 hours of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I will not be purchasing this title. You guys have gone too far. Stop the race swapping. And true. Remove Johnny Somali from your game or you'll lose a few million sales. I think they're still gonna get like a shit ton of sales. Again, overall, it's PR, you know, might be like dog shit, you know, just like Dragon Age kind of right now, you know, in terms of advertising and marketing and shit. But again, if it turns out good, I don't think any of that would matter at the end of the day. So hopefully, I mean, they're both good. Get woke, go. Oh, they're definitely not gonna go broke though. Yeah, for sure. This is like when McDonald's put hot liquid on hot coffee cups. Thanks to the tea for this new exciting entry. We like your games. I don't really understand what he said right there, but okay. This game is going to be so much better than Ghost of... I wouldn't say that. Probably not, but it'd probably be okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like it's going to be... Mirage. Mirage got like 8 out of 10 from IGN, I think. I think it's a little less than that, but, you know. It'll at least be over a 6 out of 10, I feel like, minimum, you know. Japanese history belongs to the Japanese. You should have a Japanese samurai. But they have naoe. But I understand that, too. Understandable. Yasuke was DEI hired. Thanks for finally admitting it. Yeah. That's funny. What did Steve Harvey do? What the fuck was that? Just play Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I like that. Feels like a lot was said, but nothing was said. Yeah, I mean, they basically just doubled down on it, to be honest. To be fair. Should have just made them Japanese. Yeah. But But I think they're also capitalizing on Yasuke again being black, like, oh, it's a black guy, ooh, you know, it's gonna keep people talking and shit. But also, it's an interesting story to, like, you know, fucking capitalize on. But then they're also, yeah, they're trying to hop on like a trend wave, low key. Is what I feel like too. We are wrong, but we don't want to change anything. Please still buy our game. I think they're, again, I'm like 50-50. Like, I'm dead ass in the middle. Like, I understand both sides, right? I might lean towards Ubisoft a little bit because I don't really give a shit. It's a game, right? You know, if we get like they'll probably do this next, like one of the newer Assassin's Creed titles, like just have a game based in Africa or some shit, you know. But if like a white guy pops up in Africa, I'm just gonna be like, I don't really care. I don't care if he's like the main character either, bro. I just want to play the game, right? I just like to see the environments from back then too, because I got a bachelor's of history and shit and of philosophy. So yeah, this is pretty much in my alley, low key. That's kind of why, you know, even though the latest games were kind of dog shit, I still somewhat enjoyed them a tiny bit more. I mean, they're still dog shit, but like, you know, I appreciate the story, I guess, and the environments for sure, but yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm just like completely 50-50, you know. At the end of the day, if it's good, I'm gonna play it, right? But if it's dog shit, well then it's dog shit. Maybe stop trying to cram DEI crap and radical left politics into our games. Holy shit. Mr. Reagan. Yeah. I think they mainly did it just to hop on the trend. All these people care about is forcing woke DEI propaganda. I'm glad to see this game is failing. So, when we don't really know... Well, the gameplay was... I mean, we'll see. They have time to fix it. And they said they're fixing it. But I don't know. We'll see. It was kind of suspect in that one clip of what I saw, like I think a month ago. I ain't reading all that, but anyways, yeah, I'm too tired for this shit, bro. I gotta call it quits. But I do wanna share these real quick. It's a game with a magic orb and time traveling through memories. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, overall, I mean, low key, I feel like if we're talking about like winning the argument and shit, Assassin's Creed kind of wins it low key because it's a fucking game, one, and two, it's not like it's not like actual hard cold facts, like hard fucking historical shit, right? Even though Valhalla did kind of save me because I was taking a Viking history class a couple years ago. You know, it kind of did help me out low key, but anyways, yeah. But then you have this, yeah. But then there's also this. This thing is the last one, yeah. Japanese. The reason why Japan people are not angry. Could have just said Japanese. Or maybe it's because it's his second language. Okay, fair enough. Are not angry is because black people are the main characters. We're angry that this company is advertising that this game is true to history. Yeah, but also that, again, Assassin's Creed isn't true to history. I do agree with them though. Again, like a lot of Assassin's Creed games are like, they have a lot of historical elements. Like, you can tell 100%. I mean, they said they're inspired and shit, but it's not 100%. They say it in like every, like, once you start the game, every Assassin's Creed game, it's not like fucking 1-to-1 historical, you know. It's a fucking game, bro, with like magic and fucking burning oil. What the fuck? I think this is like a amount you can buy in the store. I mean, so it's kind of not really, whatever. But anyways, and what was this in reply to? Oh, this. Yeah. But the thing is, there's also another character, but again, she's female, right? And she's like a ninja. I think she's a ninja, and then Yasuke is a samurai. And I guess they're just not treating her as a main character. I guess maybe because Yasuke might be in the cover a lot more than Naoe, though. I think he is. Yeah, I think he is. They do that a lot with like the men in the series. Like I think they did it with no, Odyssey actually had Cassandra on the cover. I don't know. Valhalla had the dude though mainly, but I mean, either or. Again, she's a main character too, so yeah. Literally are not, literally are. Assassin's Creed is well known for its depiction of the history and accurate recreation of the world. As players can expect with Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're showing real historical figures such as Oda Nobunaga, and a lot of events that happened during that game. So you're not, yeah. So that is actually kind of weird that they're advertising it as like actual 1-to-1. I mean, again, they say this in all their games. Like it's not like fucking real. Like it's a fucking game, right? You know, it's not all gonna be accurate. Like you know, it's just like fucking inspiration, right? That type of shit. So I don't know why they would like go out and do that. So yeah, that is bad. I agree with him. Yeah, he's right. Right. Because we all know that it's not like that, but you know, people who haven't played the game before are just gonna, you know, yeah, true. No shit, it's a setting. It's a video game. It's suggesting that they are recreating accurately. May read more than one time. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's just back and forth. But again, we'll see when the game comes out how this shit turns out. Overall, I'm neutral. I mean, I literally agree with both sides. Like, I am literally split down the middle. So shit. But I will say it's a fucking game, low key, you know. And they just want a Japanese dude at the end of the day. They just want a Japanese dude, you know. If it was a Japanese dude, I mean, none of this would be happening, low key. Even with like, you know, the advertising, them saying it's like, you know, historical, I guess, like in the marketing and shit. But again, I mean, shit, yeah. But again, if there was a Africa one, it probably will be soon. They're most likely. They might add Matsubusa in that bitch, not gonna lie. But yeah, if there's like an Africa one in like Nigeria or some shit, and there's a white guy as a main character, I mean, I wouldn't really care, low key, because there's gonna be another main character. There's like 2. So yeah. But if he's like the only one, I guess that's how they're treating like the Japanese game that's about to come out, the new one. In November, I think like November 14th, this game's coming out. But yeah, that's how they're treating it. They're just treating it as it's just Yasuke. It's really 2 other people. But because she's a girl and like, you know, ninjas and shit, I mean, I guess, whatever. But I think they are putting Yasuke like more so as the main character, low key, you know, yeah. But there is two. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if there was like a white guy as a main character. I wouldn't give it 2 shits. I just want to play the game, right? Like I want to be in the environment and shit. I want to learn. You know, it's not 1-to-1, but I just want to like be in that time period and like learn some things from that time period and shit, like the people, you know, learn about the story. So overall, if it's a good game, again, for the 50 billionth time, it don't really matter. It don't matter to me. Just be good. Just be good, bro.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.